Good day, guys. Been here. Today we are going to try this one. Okay, so I want to make a custom or family with very 4-inch Revit automatic one Rebar. Okay, so I think we have options, right? So I think the easy ones is we can use a Rebar structure. So let's I'll just quickly create a project, and then we can have a try with. So usually, so let me just go to structure and maybe just place a structural wall. So I'll just use a generic wall maybe. Okay, so we have a wall. Okay, so go to 3D view. Okay, so let me change this one to 4 meter and from ground floor. So the easiest option is we can use a structural, or actually when I think I start with a architectural template. So we probably need to load Rebar. So you can try Rebar. So if I let's load some Rebar. So basically some Rebar shape. So let's go to Autodesk content. So it should be under structural Rebar shapes. So I'm not sure because I'm not a structural person. So I'm going to select all of them. So just load all the shapes, and then we can have a try. Okay, so okay, so okay, all done. So let me just reduce the length of this wall. So if we go to structure Rebar, okay, and then we can pick I'm not very familiar with this, so let's just have a try. So whole surface, I'll just pick this, and then what's next? Okay, so here, so we have option to choose the size, the spacing. So for example here, so we have like 20 height, not sure. So that's D2, that for 4 inch. Okay, so 4 inches 100, right? So I'll use maximum spacing maximum spacing 100. So and then I think yeah, I think that's it. And then what's next? Maybe space. Yeah. Yeah, not sure how to do this one. So select path. Which path do I select? I'm not sure. Maybe this one. And then finish. Okay, so maybe I'll change it to font. So so what's this? Maybe cancel this, finish this. Okay, so finish this, change the detail level to fine. So now you can see these. Maybe change the shade SD shade, so you can see these Rebar, right? So you can also go edit size. So currently the diameter, so 12.7. Yeah, you can change. I'm not sure. Maybe 10 makes it 10 millimeter. Yeah, so I think this is how you can do it. So use Rebar. So let's just do the other direction as well. So go Rebar. I think pick face, right? So pick surface and the space, and then pick the path. I think this time should be this one, and finish. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Control Z. Let's do it again. Rebar surface space, pick this path, finish. Yeah, so now, so this is how you can do it, use Rebar. So let's try to change the size of this wall. So you can see it will automatically match the size of the wall, right? So if I change the height, okay, and also it's always visible. So these Rebars always visible in this view. It's because if you select the Rebar, go to edit type. So in somewhere or maybe it's not here. Let's have a look here. So see view visibility status. So if you click on this one, so you can see the current 3D view is ticked. So it's ticked, this box view or unobscured. So which means it's always visible. So doesn't matter the wall, there's a wall in front of this rebar. So if you uncheck this one, click OK. So you will see it won't be visible anymore. They are still there. So if I select this wall, you can see they are there. So let's do this, the other one. Do the same. Click on this, uncheck this. Okay, so they are no longer visible, but they are still inside of this wall. Okay, so this is rebar. So I think this is easiest way to do this. But let's talk about more complicated method. Okay, so we can also do a model them. So just like like extrusion, and then do array. Okay, and then just create parameters to control the number of this array. Okay, so let's do it. For this one, we're going to start from a just individual family. Okay, so it would be generic model. Okay, so in this generic model, I'm going to just create two reference plane and dimension and equal and another dimension, and then let's just call it let's create a parameter. Let's call it L. So for length, maybe instance parameter. Yes, let's use instance. Oh, hang on, let me think. Instance parameter should be fine. So let's okay. So instance parameter, and then I'm going to let me think. What's the easiest way? So okay, so I'm going to use a reference line. Okay, so draw from here to here, and then I will align onto this reference plane, and align and lock onto this reference plane, and align, lock onto this reference plane. So now we have this reference line, and then we can create a sweep. Okay, so create a sweep. I'm going to use pick sweep and OK, and go edit profile. So I'll just pick any of these views and go here. So we can create a circle. With this circle, we can create a dimension. So with this dimension, we can create a parameter. So let's call it R. For instance, yeah, that should be fine. Click OK. Maybe I'll change it to like a 5. Okay, so finish. Now finish. So let's go to 3D view. So this is it. So we can change the length of this. So for example, I'll change it to 900. Yeah, all good. And 5, maybe make it 10. Yeah, all good. So maybe I'll change it back to 5. Okay, so now this is one individual element, and then we need to create another one. So the second one, I think we are going. So this one, this one, we need to think about how we are going to place this family. I think it will be should be face-based family should be good. So yeah, let's just use face-based family. Okay, so for face-based family, so first we need to go to front view. So imagine this is a surface. So you see this reference level. This is a surface we're going to place this family. So and if you need to place, so imagine that this is a wall. This is surface of wall, and then you want to place inside this wall, right? So we're going to place a reference plane here. So let's just add a dimension and create. So what do we call this? Depth, or let's just call it a D. So this controls the how deep or the thick, or maybe the thickness of this. If that's a concrete, that's the thickness from the from rebar to the surface, right? Okay, so D, should I call it day? Yeah, let's just use day. Instance is fine. And okay, so now we have this. So, and then we are going to go to the floor plan, and this time, so we're going to create some reference plans. So this, I think this, it depends. So how you want this family to be, like when you place, this is the origin point. So this is center. You want this one to be, on both sides, or you can also use this origin point. Just place this origin point on one side, and then you don't need to equal. You just place another one here. So, but yeah, it's up to you. So for this one, I'm going to use the center point as the origin point. So I'll use equal and equal on both direction. Okay, and then let's add another 2 dimension. And so this one will be width. Let's call it W instance. Okay, and this one will be what do we call this? Height, or let's just call it height. Okay, height, and the instance as well. Okay, so now we need to load this family into this face space. So I'm going to just place it here. Oh, hang on. I want to place it onto this reference plane. Okay, so currently, if I place, there's no option for me, or maybe here. No, there's no option for me to place to pick that work plan. So I'm going to go back to this family and then check the work plan based. Okay, so check the work plan based, this option, and then go back, load this back, overwrite. Now if I go create component, so we have the option to pick a work plan. So let's just go to front view, because we didn't name this reference plan, so we have to pick the work plan here. But if you can also do name it. So for example, I'll just name it, let's call it A or 1. Okay, and then we can just we can just create a family and then pick here. So you can see it's in this list. Okay, so if we name it, so let's just pick this one and I'll just place it here. And also, because we use instance parameter, so you can see these handles, it's very easy to drag them and lock onto this reference plane. Okay, so, and also if I go to front view, you will see it's being placed onto this reference plane. Okay, so let's go back. So I'm going to let me think what's the best way to. Okay, so instead of, so this is the tricky part. Sometimes when you try to lock and you will like over constrain, and then you will have a lot of issue. So for this one, we don't need to lock. We only need to align use the center point. So center point. So the center reference plan. So you can see here. So okay, so let me just do it again. So pick this reference plan and pick the center reference plan of that family and lock. So this is so this will be this in this direction, and then also in this direction. So we just use this and lock. Okay, and then for this, so we just need to apply link that H to that length. Okay, so we can just click on this, and if I choose this H, so you can see it will match that. Okay, so now we can just add AL, or actually, hang on, before we do array, I'm going to create a reference plan here. So this will be the second. If let me think, if it's fixed. So I think in here we have this fixed 4-inch. Or 100 mil. You can also make it adjustable. So if you want to, so for example, I'll just call it maybe spacing. Okay, and I'll make it instance parameter, and then you have the option to change them if you want to, right? So and then you can just array. So usually I like to do it a little bit off that direction. So, and then we just align and do the same. This to where's midpoint? Yeah, here. And then this, and then we just need to create a number parameter. So select one of this array group, and then you will see here not click on the number, instead click on this line. So see here, click on this, so you have the option to create a parameter. So I just call it a number. Okay, so it will be instance parameter, and then we just need to do a little calculation. So you use this overall width. So it need to be here. So number. So I'll just W divided by capital. Just make sure to match the name. Okay, so W divided by spacing. Okay, so apply. Okay, and then that's it. So now you can see it's not quite right. So because apparently we need one more, right? So maybe I'll just usually I just try at one, apply. Okay, so then what I want to try is I'll just move this reference plane a little bit. So now you can see actually at this point it's not right. We probably don't need this one. So I think instead of add one, maybe we just use a round up. Okay, so bracket and bracket. So let's try this, apply. Okay, so now let's do it again. I'll move to the right, to the right, to the right, and I think one more time, and there should be one more. Yes, I think this should be right. So, oh, hang on. So this one's not right. So the spacing is changing. I think we can just give it a lock, which means it doesn't mean this one number's locked and you can't change it. It means so see here, give it a lock here. So which means it tends to be the same when you trying to change other things. So I'll change this back to 100. And now this time, let me try again. So if I move, okay, it looks like it won't work if I try to move this reference plane, but don't worry. We can try this. Sometimes this happens. Okay, so we can try this. Let's just manually type in different number. So let's try 1800. Great. So if I add a little bit more, like 1810, so there should be one more. Yeah, so that's correct. Okay, so I think this is okay. This is good. And then I think the other direction, yeah, it works apparently. So now we can just load this one. So I'll just load this one into that project. Okay, so maybe I'll just create a new wall instead of using this one. So CC. So there's also Rebar. So maybe delete them. So this is just a wall. So we can place that component and choose place on face, and then you can see you can just place it here. You can also use spacebar to flip it. Okay, so and then you just you can manually so it's, when you place it's being placed with a little depths. So I think that's this one too. Okay, so you can control it, for example 30, and then it make it doesn't work. I'll change it to wireframe and have a try again. 30 depths high. It doesn't work. Let's have a look why. Go to front view. D is here. So if I change D to 30, yeah, it works here. Interesting. Load this one back. Override. Okay, it works now. So I'll type 40. Still doesn't work. It looks like there's some issue with this parameter. So maybe I'll try this. So instead of I'll try to change the previously I think we dimension by default the first thing you will pick on here is the level, right? So when you dimension, it's always pick the level first, and if you use tab, you can pick the reference plane. I'll try to change this one from the level to reference plane and see what happens. And if I use the depth, the same parameter. So I'll load this one back into the project and overwrite. Okay, nothing happens, but if I try 0, still doesn't work. Okay. Interesting. We have some issue here. Let's try. Okay, I think probably we need to lock. Because when we place, we trust the work plan, and we didn't lock them on that direction. But yeah, so I'm not sure. I don't think it should matter, because usually we don't really, because we already place all these families onto this reference plan. I don't think we need to lock. Anyway, let me just try. I'll just lock one, okay, and maybe lock the second one as well. And then let's try load them into here, and just have, looks like it works now. Interesting. So this is not expected. Yeah, it works. So it looks like we do need to we do need to lock them onto this reference plan. So it's probably because of the array, but usually when you place onto reference plan, it's always on the reference plan. So yeah, but anyway, so we figured out how to fix this issue, and then so that's it. And then you can adjust the length, the height, or the width, right? So, and then it will automatically or actually maybe we can build them into one. So let's quickly do it. Okay, so let's go to floor plan. We can also create another one. So for example, I'll just tab select one of the family, CC, rotate RO. Okay, and then I'll try to AL align onto try to lock. Hang on, it's not perpendicular. AL doesn't work. Anyway, so let's place another one. So create component, place on work plan, pick the reference plan, space, and place. Okay, so AL align, pick the center reference plan, and also pick this one, and then select it. So this time we match the width. Okay, and then array AR, and then reference plan first, DI dimension, and select this one. I'll use the same one, so which is spacing, and then do AL and use this reference plan and pick OK, and also this reference plan, pick the middle reference plan and lock, and then select this family and create another. So create another number parameter. So let's call it number 2 instance, and OK. Okay, so now go to family types. So number 2 equals round up h divided by spacing. Okay, and this should work. Okay, and that's it. And also if I go to front, so you'll see currently they're overlapping. I think in reality it wouldn't be that. So that's easy. We can fix that. So we can just create another reference plan, and we can just dimension from that reference plan to this reference plan, and then we can just use the currently we don't have the radius or diameter, so I just create a call it D for the diameter of this rebars, and then depths, DRA maybe. Okay, so okay, and then because we have those, let's just try to select because this is instance parameter, so maybe it's not a good idea to use instance parameter for this one. So I'll just go back and go to family types and change this one to a type parameter, so we can just control one, control all. Okay, so load this one back. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Go back too fast. Load this one back into the family 2. So overwrite, and then with this time we can just tab select one of them, edit type, so this R radius, and then we can just create a new parameter. Let's call it radius as well, R, and then we can click OK, and then go to family types. For the D, we can D equals R times 2. Okay, so now if I go to front, so you can see this one, this D, hang on, D equals R times 2, D equals R times 2, R equals 10, that's correct. Oh, sorry, wrong one, DIA. DIA, sorry, not D. Let me Control X, Control V, and D, Control V, doesn't work. Control V, sorry, R times 2. So for the D, so this D is for the, actually it should be, I think it should be thickness of that something. So maybe maybe rename it TH maybe. Okay, just make it like 30 or something like that. Apply and okay. So now that's 30 from here to here, and then D is from here to here. So if I maybe name it to 2, and I'll select one of the member and then change the parameter from reference plan 1 to reference plan 2. Click OK. Okay. It doesn't work. So maybe try again. So I'll tab select, doesn't work. Tab select, doesn't work. Edit group, select and edit. So see this one, offset. Try again. Yeah. So now this time it works. So okay, so now you can see they are placed properly, and I think that's it. So if I load this one into the project and overwrite, and you will see, yeah, that's it. And also the last thing I wanted to add. Sometimes it's quite hard, so you need to guess, maybe just check 2.6 and then 2.6. So like and then I'll check the height of this wall. So it's easier if we have some handle on each side, handle here, to adjust the size of this. Right, so we can do it. So go to floor plan. Currently we have all these reference plans, all the dimensions. We don't need to touch them, so we just need to create some reference line. Okay, so for example, one here, one here, one here, one here. Okay, so dimension, just like these dimensions, and equal. Okay, it's another one. So we just use the same H, just give it H. Okay, and then another dimension equal, and another one from here to here, the same this time, W. Okay, so And now if I load this one into the project, and you will see there's difference. If I select it, and then we have this handle, so we can quite easily just drag this handle to match the size of this wall. Okay, and this is it. It's not matching, sorry. Select it again, drag this to this end, and drag this to this end. Okay, so this is it. If I type SD, you will see it's invisible because it's inside of the wall. Let me just try again, try to adjust this one so it should work properly, right? So yeah, that's it. And of course, Rebar is the best way of doing this, but if you don't want to use structural stuff, if you want to create a family yourself, yep, so this is it. So I will upload this family so you can have a play, and if you have any questions, please let me know. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.